Thank you so much. Welcome to you all for this very interactive session of ICAEW Pathways 2023. Alhamdulillah, this is our fourth consecutive year for this session, Professional Research Forum. और मैं आप सबको बहुत खुशू के साथ इसमें वेलकम कहूँगा कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इसमें हमारे पास बहुत जानी मानी शख्सियात ने हमें ज्वाइन किया है एंड मैं उनका तारुफ भी करवाना चाहूँगा आपके साथ। सबसे पहले हमारे पास चेयरमैन ऑफ द बोर्ड हसन अली कादरी साहब इज देयर एंड माशाल्लाह किसी तारुफ के मोहताज नहीं है। हमारी एक जानी मानी रिनोन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फर्म को एज ए मैनेजिंग पार्टनर के तौर पे हेड कर रहे हैं। थर्ड जनरेशन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हैं एंड दर्जनों माशाल्लाह ICAEW जो है वो क्वालिफायर्स नीचे से पाथवेज के थ्रू करवा चुके हैं माशाल्लाह। एंड अहमद अली एहसान साहब इज माशाल्लाह देयर विद अस एंड ही इज अ प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ प्रोफेशनल रिसर्च फोरम। इन दोनों ने माशाल्लाह ये मिलकर एक छोटा सा बूटा को 3-4 साल पहले लगाया था और आज माशाल्लाह एक फलदार दरख्त बन चुका है और बहुत सारे लोग प्रोफेशनल रिसर्च फोरम को जानते भी हैं और समझते भी हैं। और माशाल्लाह अहमद अली खान साहब किसी तारुफ के मोहताज नहीं और इंडस्ट्री का माशाल्लाह वास्ट एक्सपीरियंस रखते हैं और माशाल्लाह एक रिनोन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फर्म में एज ए पार्टनर के तौर पे हसन कदरी साहब के साथ ही होते हैं और साथ में यहाँ पर प्रेसिडेंट भी हैं प्रोफेशनल रिसर्च फोरम के। सबसे आखिर में मैं हमारे तारुफ के मोहताज नहीं समीर अली कादरी साहब, मैं इनका तारुफ करवाना चाहूँगा। माशाल्लाह एक बड़ी रिनोन कंपनी में एज ए चीफ फाइनेंस ऑफिसर के तौर पे काम कर रहे हैं और हमारे डायरेक्टर्स भी हैं और हमें माशाल्लाह कंसल्टेंसी भी मजीद डिटेल में प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। और लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट मोहम्मद फैसल खान साहब, इन्होंने हमें आज ज्वाइन किया एज ए चीफ गेस्ट के तौर पर और माशाल्लाह चीफ फाइनेंस ऑफिसर हैं एक रिनोन कंपनी के अंदर और आज हमें अपनी जर्नी जो कि ICAEW पाथवेज के वाले साथ हमारे साथ रही भी और उसके वाले से बताएंगे भी और आगे फर्दर हम इनसे चीज़ों को सीखेंगे भी कि आगे हमने कैसे लेके चलना है। तो थैंक यू सो मच टू यू ऑल। दिस इज अ वेरी ओपन एंड इंटरेक्टिव सेशन फॉर यू ऑल and is it between in Urdu and English also, and not to worry about the English audience and not to worry about the Urdu audience. This session is in both languages. ठीक है। अब मैं हसन कादरी साहब से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप सर इसका बाकायदा आगाज करिए और इस सेशन को अब मैं आपकी हैंड ओवर करना चाहूंगा। थैंक यू सो मच सर, ओवर टू यू।
Thank you very much, Ali. I'm grateful for your introductory words, and I would like to tell all my audience that we'll be, using English as a medium of language, because considering that few of our colleagues here, are from Nigeria as well, and we welcome you on board. And it has always been a pleasure to serve and facilitate, vast people. Even we have served the chartered accountants from India as well. We have served chartered accountants from Sri Lanka as well. And let me correct you about the numbers. Now we have something like 250 plus qualified people from the platform of Professional Research Forum. And I would also like to give a brief introduction of Mr. Faisal Khan. And today we'll also have some words of wisdom from his side as well, because he was somebody from the insurance sector. And, it was a very different script, a discrete idea. And I would like to remind our honorable president also regarding that, Mr. Ahmed, and he will also tell you that we have always taken up those challenges, and alhamdulillah, we've been able to meet up those challenges in a positive manner, and our results have been better each passing attempt. So I'll just try to be brief, and I'll just try to hold on to the things, and I'll just at the outset from the first slide, I would like to say that the first thing is that you need to know that basically your ICAEW Pathways exam is not about your knowledge. Once you have coming in this exam, they recognize that you are a person who is eligible person who belong to a Pathways body, either being an ACCA or an ICAP, or you're a chartered accountant from Nigeria or Sri Lanka, okay, and you are eligible for that exam. So they do not have any problem with your knowledge there. The main issue is the thing that they want to take up is that they want to see that do you have the relevant skills? Can you demonstrate those skills in the right manner? It is all about demonstrating your skills in the right manner. And those skills are divided into 5 questions, which is identification, the fact-finding skills, your analytical skills, your advisory skills, your professional judgment skills, and your ethical demonstration skills. So you need to take on that skills in the right manner. I will also encourage to have questions as well after my brief discussion. I'll try to be brief, and I'll be more than happy to have an interactive session. Can we have the next slide, please? Okay, now I'll talk about eligibility criteria. As for the eligibility criteria is concerned, we need to know how we'll be eligible for this exam. It is quite simple. You can simplify it. If you can get your letter of good standing from your
Excuse me, Hassan.
eligible body.
Excuse me,
Sure,
Hassan. Sorry to interrupt you.
sure.
I request Mr. Awaz Zafar to mute his laptop or mobile to his
Yeah,
microphone.
sure. Please. Can you kindly mute?
Thank you, Awaz. Please, Hassan, please continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amal sir, for your guidance. Okay, I'll be talking about the eligibility criteria. The eligibility criteria means that you're a chartered accountant or you're an ACCA of a relevant body, you're the member of the eligible body rather, and you have a 5 years experience, post-membership experience. It's not post-qualification. It's post-membership that you become a member of the body and you spend more 5 years, then you are eligible for this exam, provided that you have completed your CPDRs, you're a person in good standing, you don't have any sort of a disciplinary record, and you can get the letter of good standing from your relevant body regarding that. Once you can get the the letter of good standing from the relevant body, that is the step one. So you need to know about the eligibility criteria. It is quite important. One question which is always asked about the eligibility criteria is that what is normal training route? Normal training route normally means that you have not taken any sort of exemption. For example, if I am a person who has done ACC and ICAP, and when I did my ICAEW, the thing was that I used ACCA because I could not use ICAP because I did ICAP on the basis of exemption of ACCA, right? So I cannot take exemption as exemption. So I have to go along like this, that I have to go from the normal route and I have to ensure that I have done the training from the normal route basically. Okay, now we can move to the next slide, please. Okay, going forward with PRF, what is our procedure? First of all, you obtain a letter of good standing. Then you find a sponsor. The sponsor is going to authenticate your experience. It's not necessarily that, the sponsor has to be from your reporting line as well. The sponsor can be, any person can also be related to you, can also be your friend, can also be your colleague, can also be even your family member. So that's not an issue. At PRF, what we do is that once we are doing this session with you, we will have a baseline session, which we call an introductory session. We'll tell you that how we are going to tell you that you structure your question, what is the key requirements of the question, what is the actual requirements of the examiner, how the examiner interprets your question, and how you need to transform your idea on paper with regard to the examiner requirement. We'll discuss about that in the introductory session once we move on with you. Then when we have a question-based session, we tell you the question-specific requirement of each questions. And now you see, actually, as I told you earlier, that we have a data bank of 250 people, and in August 2020, Usman Raza, the global topper, was also our student. And we have so many people out there who've done ICW from us. You talk about banking industry, you talk about education industry, you talk about manufacturing, you talk about FMCG, one of our private insurance sector. Faisal Saab is also here. So, we have a lot of diversity. So we show you such scripts, such answers, and we demonstrated how you need to structure your answers. And once we demonstrate that answers, then we give you an opportunity to draft your answers. And in between that, there is a phase of conceptualization where we say, okay, you think about it. We've given you all the data. And then you can talk to us that what ideas you need to write. Now, this is something which will give you benefit. We'll be telling you how it will give you benefit, that will tell you what is the right answer to write in a particular scenario and where to place a particular scenario. And we'll also be telling you in what right manner you will be writing. And as the review thing is concerned, I'll request President Saab for that as well shortly. So I'll just shout out that review thing. But I'll tell you, we also have a review then, and not only just one review, we have multiple reviews. And moving on, we also have a final review as well. And we also check the content of your script. We also apply Grammarly on the script. So it is normally an end-to-end facilitation, which I'm talking about. Next slide, please. Okay, sponsor requirement, I've already told you. So it's quite simple that it has to be a member from IFAC body. So I'll just skim through that. Can you go to the next slide? Next slide, please. Okay, the examination of experience, they talk about two things more importantly, this slide, that you need to know the quality of idea. It is very important that conceptualizing with you, telling you that how good your idea is to take it up, and telling you the second thing as well, that how you need to structure your answer. So we'll be looking into the both of the thing. We'll also be telling you how to take up the quality ideas in your exam and how to structure it in the right manner. So both these things are equally important. Next slide, please. Okay, now we'll talk about the questions which are more important. You have 5 questions. Question number 1 is more of a process-based question where he talk about how you identify. So we need to tell you that how you focus on the process of identification of a particular issue or business issue. We'll be talking about that. So it's about your fact-finding skill. Question number 2 is analysis. Analytical skill, I can't say too much because we have the guru of analysis, Ahmed Ali Khan, out there. So, he'll be also talking about that stuff as well. I'll be requesting him. So the analysis thing is that basically we have one part in which we do horizontal and vertical analysis in a given situation. It can be a feasibility study. It can be a due diligence, whatever it may be. In the second part, it is more about a financial modeling stuff. Like we do 2.2 in which we talk about application of NPV, IRR, sensitivity analysis, payback period, stuff like this. Can you move to the next slide, please? In case of question 3, we are talking about professional judgment. Now we need to know that what is the difference between professional judgment and advisory, which we will be definitely defining you. But there are 2 types of question in professional judgment. One is about choosing an option based on the advantages and disadvantages, and the other is prioritizing your task and activities or your cash flows in a given constraint, And as far as the question 4 is concerned, can you move to the next slide, please? Question 4 is concerned, we are talking about the development of advice, how we develop an advice. So we'll be telling you that what do we mean when we say we need to develop an advice. So there is a difference in developing an advice and there is a difference in providing an advice. So we'll be also talking about that once we go into that question as well. Next slide, please. Ethical approach. Yes, you will be dealing with the ethical approach, with the ethical problem. And the thing will be that you've not done something which is ethically wrong. Somebody else has done that, your senior, junior, whoever it may be. And you will be dealing with that based on the IFAC principles of code of ethics, right? So next slide, please. So as far as we are concerned, we'll be giving you end-to-end facilitation. We'll be guiding through your questions. We have a great answer back, as I told you earlier, and we'll be telling you about each and everything. And main crux is that we'll be reviewing your document very, very minutely. And we'll be talking about each and every word, what word, choice of word is important, what word is not important. And we'll be have a live deliverance session and I'll be leading your deliverance. I'll be telling you about the questions. Ahmed Saab will be telling about the review. Sameer Saab will also be involved in the stuff, having the, one more review as well and discussing scripts with each other, So we have this sort of things and we have been able to do things very well and we have produced great results and we'll be your facilitator and guiding you throughout the process. It is, if I just set out the matter in brief word, it's just an end-to-end facilitation. So over to you, President Saab, if you can explain the review process, I'll be grateful with you.
Thank you, Hassan. As Hassan told you, that there are 5 questions. This case study comprises of 5 questions. Each question has different requirement. Like question number 1 require test your identification skill. Question number 2 test your analytical. 3 your decision making. 4 your advisory, and 5 your ethical standards. Our procedure is like that. The Hassan will guide. They will deliver the guidance session. Will conduct the guidance session in which he will explain each and every each requirement of the question. What should be the what are do's and don'ts of that question? He will explain you. He will share you the relevant examples.
Right? Sir, your voice is low. Somebody saying if you can be a little bit louder, kindly.
Hello.
Now it's okay, please.
Okay. Then you will draft your script and you will send your script via email to us. We will have a Zoom session with each candidate individually, right? Our review session is conducted individually because each candidate has different set of experience. So the case study of each candidate is different from others. Therefore, we conduct individual review session with the candidates. We will discuss it over Zoom. And after discussing, we discuss each word by word, line by line, para by para. And after discussion, we will mark the changes on the file and we'll send back to you. You will again, then you will again do the changes I discussed during the session. And you will, after making the changes, you will send us back. And we will conduct another review session. We will keep on doing review session until unless it is up to the mark, up to the level of ICAEW. No matter how much session is required, but we will keep on doing session till we are satisfied that it is ready for submission to them for the ICAEW. So this is our review process. So over to Hassan, and we'll discuss in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chamasab, and you are the real review guru.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to hear from one of our, brother, our pride, one of our, we are very honored to have him on board. And, he was one of our challenges as well when we had him. Chamasab will agree. And I'm talking about none other than Faisal Khan Saab. And I would like to hear from you, Faisal Saab, that how it went along and, the process and the way that things deal out, and how would you encourage our audience for this option of ICAEW Pathways? If you can I would like to have few words of wisdom from your side, sir.
Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Ahmed,
If
for
you can
having me.
open your camera, I'll request you, sir.
Sure. I'm so on my side, so it's I chose my video. So,
Faisal Saab, आपकी आवाज break हो रही है, sir. Your voice is breaking. If you can kindly.
yes. Is it audible now?
Yes, sir. It's better, sir. Better, please.
I was saying that it really bandwidth besides that, so I switch off my video because so continue.
सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू, मगर
I
आवाज
think,
ठीक नहीं आ रही है और वीडियो भी जो है वो नहीं नजर आ रही है, प्लीज. थैंक यू.
I think, Hassan, we should go for a question and answer session. After that, we will request Mr. Faisal Khan to say some kind words.
Sure, that is quite fine. In the meantime, Faisal Bhai can settle down. And whenever Faisal Bhai is comfortable, he can talk about it. That's not a problem. I understand your viewpoint. So if Sameer sir, you can also open your camera, we can go along with the question answer session. Okay, now we'll go along with the question answer session. So I'll just request you can either raise your hand or you can just start off. And Ali, you can help us out in this, and just start your questions, please. If you can, you need to ask any questions. In the meantime, once you're okay with your end, Faisal Saab, so just
सर
let
मेरे
me.
ख्याल में
Faisal
फैसल
Saab
साहब आ गए हैं. मेरे ख्याल में फैसल
Faisal
साहब
Saab is quite okay. Let him speak, please.
If you can hear me now, there was some kind of problem.
Quite fine. Yes, it's quite fine. Faisal Saab, please go ahead, sir.
Okay, so thank you for having me here, Ahmed and Hassan. Yes, it was a great experience appearing in the ICAEW exam and getting the know of the things from the people like you, and guiding a student, or I would say a student, because after all we are appearing for an exam. Hassan was always there to guide you to how to answer the question, and at the review stage, Ahmed Saab was always there, kind enough to have explain how the things the examiner would review, how you should perceive the situation as per the requirements of the examiner. And it was a very, very wonderful experience having learned from you two, and getting my examiner of experience pass. And now I am the member for ICAEW for the last 2 years, and it was the professional thing that I really liked about the PRF was that they are committed, that the student or whoever is associated with them, they pass the exam, and they success the exam, and appear in the exam very diligently. Thank you.
So much, Faisal Saab, for your words of wisdom, and I would say that you're such a senior person, and we can use probably the word of mentorship or facilitation from your side. And it is always on honor to make sure that our people go through that line. And let me tell you and remind that Faisal Saab was one of those who got marks in 80s, and he has a very high-end script, and we were also very proud of his skills as well. So moving ahead, I would like to ask you as an audience that you can have the questions, Faisal Saab, me, and Sameer Saab, and President Saab, obviously, Emily Islan Saab is there to answer. So I will request you can ask your questions, or आप उर्दू में भी पूछ सकते हैं. You can also speak in English. Whatever mode of language is convenient to you, you are more than welcome. So please, I would say just go ahead, और आप अपने questions कर सकते हैं, please. Please go ahead.
थैंक यू सो मच हसन साहब. सबसे पहले तो आपका बहुत शुक्रिया for for your words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Ahmed Saab, and thank you so much, Faisal bhai. बहुत शुक्रिया आपका ज्वाइन करने का, हमारे सेशन को इंटरेक्टिव बनाने का. Audience, you are open for the question and answer sessions. अगर आप सब कोई भी सवाल पूछना चाहें तो माइक अनम्यूट करें और अपना सवाल पूछ सकते हैं. देन फिर उसके बाद आप सब म्यूट कर लें, क्योंकि ताकि नॉइज किसी से शेयर ना हो. बाकी चैट के थ्रू भी आप सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, and your question will answer in English also. Urdu and English, both questions are acceptable. Thank you.
कैसे रहे?
Ji, any questions, sir? Any questions from your side, please? We have a lot of audience out there, 21 people out there, so we can have a lot of interactive session. I would request if you guys have any questions, please.
There is something in the
Aurangzeb Saab is there, कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं, and Lawrence भी कोई
Yes,
सवाल.
our fees for the session is $500. We charge 500 USD for end-to-end consultation, basically. Ali, if you can guide about that.
Yes, sir. Why not? We will guide further in upcoming session and further call. Umar Saab सवाल पूछना चाह रहे हैं. I am a ACCA member since 2017, but my status is not active due to non-payment. Can I go for it?
जी मैं इसका रिप्लाई कर देता हूँ और फिर सदर साहब के जरिए भी मैं बताता हूँ कि वी हैव डन 3-4 केसेस लाइकवाइज, जिसमें रीइंस्टेटमेंट ऑफ बेसिकली मेंबरशिप की बात हुई है, एंड दे नीड टू रीइंस्टेट द मेंबरशिप बेसिकली, और आप बिल्कुल एलिजिबल हो सकते हैं. यू कैन गो फॉर इट प्रोवाइडेड कि आप ACCA से अपनी मेंबरशिप रीइंस्टेट करा लें एंड यू गेट द लेटर ऑफ गुड स्टैंडिंग. तो दिस इज पॉसिबल एंड वी हैव डन इट अर्लियर. Ahmed Saab, if you can put some light on it.
Yeah, you just all need to pay their outstanding dues, and plus there's a minor amount of penalty. Once you submit submit the payment, they will restate your ACCA status.
Okay, now there is
Another
somebody
question
who is
is-
asking. Yes, there's another question. Let me take the lead, Ali. There's another question that they're saying, anyone could please shed some light on what tangible benefits taking ICW member provides after CA or ACCA. So for CA, I would like to ask Faisal Saab, and for ACCA, I'd like to ask Amir Saab. So first of all, Faisal Saab, if you can answer that question, this is very important from your perspective, sir.
Okay, so being an ICAEW member, I wanted to pursue another qualification. And what other qualification would be better than an ICAEW, because it's a world recognized qualification, and one of the medal that you can have on your CV to get more professional experience as well. So that's why I went for it, and it gives an individual a jump and a confidence in getting the profession that you are into, because you should excel in your profession, and ICAEW is one of those profession. Other than that, you are on the international arena, and you got to meet with other people around the world, because once there are I think so there are more than 2,000 or 3,000 ICAEW members alone in Pakistan as well, and there's always getting to know people from outside as well, the country. So it's a great experience where you can learn from other people around the world what things are being done, and the knowledge that the ICAEW shares as compared to ICAEW. But I'm sorry, I'm also the member of ICAEW, but the knowledge base of ICAEW is far better than the ICAEW. So you learn a lot about the world, what is happening and what is upcoming. So you keep abreast with the knowledge.
Okay, and now I'll just move this question towards Sabir Shah with regard to being a member of ACCA, FCC as well, and he's a member of ICAEW as well. Sabir Shah, can you shed some light on that, please?
Well, Hassan, when I will shed light, I have a fear I became biased toward the ICW. Actually, I got extra benefits which any candidate would get, because I was serving the company which was a British one, and with a part of the group, Group, and the chief financial officer I was reporting to was also himself ICW. But what the difference I felt, the day I just put on my signatures ICW qualified, ACA, ICW. I got promoted. I got benefits of the company, and I was considered for the secondments abroad. And there's a number of benefits I cannot tell. But on the other side, if you just don't think about these benefits, the first email I got after passing, that was, after that, the world became open for me. What happened? That I can see that ICW, if you compare with any other body, look at, if, for example, I'm not undermining because my mother body say this is ACCA, but still I would say the ACCA more of academic, looks like academic body when you compare with ICW. ICW has so much vast knowledge, and they have so much knowledge that they train their people and give them opportunities internationally. For example, if you go, they have a complete hub for the climate, they have a complete hub for the insolvency, and they have a complete hub for even SMPs. If you want to work, even being in Pakistan for an UK company, if you've gone for, try to go for the virtual CFO, I'm now looking for such opportunities as well. And this is again becoming possible because of my ICW qualification. So I cannot say this is one opportunity or two opportunity. It depends on you how you utilize. If you keep sitting here after doing the ICW, I think so it will not benefit. But it is not possible. Anybody who's achieved his degree already have some plans in mind. So I had my plans in my mind. Once I get this degree, what benefits I will get from this. And I'm alhamdulillah getting maximum benefit out of it. It's helping in many ways. And I have increased my earning potential quite a lot since I got qualified.
Thank you so much, Sameer Saab. I want to Hassan
Ali,
साहब
if
request
you
you
can
कि
do one thing.
आप काइंडली चैट पर एक दफा ये फीस के
जी,
हवाले
मैं
से
बिल्कुल देख
डिटेल
रहा
में
हूँ, मैं
काइंडली जरा
बिल्कुल देख रहा हूँ। जी, मैं
फीस के
बिल्कुल
हवाले
बता
से जरा
रहा हूँ।
डिटेल में बता
अच्छा,
दीजिएगा।
आप अगर जरा अपनी कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल अली ड्रॉप कर दें प्लीज।
सर व्हाई नॉट, प्लीज सर, मैं अभी कर देता हूँ।
जी अली, आप कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल ड्रॉप कर दें। अच्छा अहमद साहब, कैन यू सम अप दिस आंसर सो आई कैन मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन?
Basically, it's an international degree. The ICAEW is the most prestigious, and I think it's one of the oldest institution of accountancy in the world. So once you become its member, a lot of got different feedback from candidates who passed. Somebody said that so it increased my it increased my like professional socialization because once I got became the member of ICAEW. My another student said that he was a low Pakistani chartered accountant. He said when he was planning to start his freelancing business, he said that once I done with the ICAEW, I updated my status as an ICAEW member. I got multiple offers as a virtual CFO uh, from the various organization. So it's very I think prestigious degree and well-reputed degree. So it will increase your professional confidence as well, as Faisal Khan said. I do agree with him as well. So I think and one of the one important thing that it is the most easiest way to become ICAEW member.
Yes, this is a very important point.
Yeah, you don't need to or corporate laws. Only you need to do is just to write the script as per your experience.
What would you like to say, Faisal Saab, about this last point?
Yeah, it is. And just I want to add that one thing that when I started doing my CA, what I heard that ICAEW is the premium qualification of chartered accountants, and it was when I tried to get to know how to qualify and become a member, it was quite difficult. But now I am encouraging people to get this qualification because of this pathway exam and people like PRF, Hassan and Ahmed being there to guide the students, because I think everyone has their experience, but to put that experience as per the requirements of the examiner is the key thing to become a member. And I always found Hassan very helpful in, I would say, guiding me, and Ahmed Bhai at the time of review advising, okay, what should be the thing, and put the perspective of your as per the examiner, so that you pass the exam. So it was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much. Okay, I also have somebody who've done the paper stuff as well. So Sameer sir, how will you compare giving the papers of ICAEW and having that pathway stuff? Few words from your side as well. Your mic is off, please, if you can open that.
As Ahmed has already told, there is no comparison between paper exams and this. This has a quite long process, you know, like every professional body has. It demands a lot of, effort and time. Especially when it's come to time, it seems almost impossible for the person who is a lot of commitments at the senior level to pursue any qualification. What the ICAEW in the pathway program is that it has facilitated actually those people who are working at a time, and this is actually for those people who are already committed, so in various things, already committed in the jobs, in the consultancies and elsewhere. So I think so that ICAEW has made it very easy, rather very easy, to pass ICAEW through pathways. So it's an opportunity there, and in the end I must say that I do not know for how long this opportunity is there. So my best advice as a professional, as a finance professional, to my other brothers and sisters and all people involved in this, that to get maximum benefit out of this, and spend on yourself, and try to get this degree. It will have many benefits. Again, having said that, I have earlier told, the benefits of everything is possible only depends on the person himself, how he uses this. Because ICAEW give you recognition, it will give you the confidence. If you already have a skill set, but it will give you a bigger platform. The picture will big, but how to get use of this opportunity depends on yourself. Because, for example, I was not never thought about the virtual CFO thing, but this qualification helps is also helping me in this. So this depends on it. There is a lot of opportunities, but best use of it. One thing more I would like to add, with permission of the chairman PRF and the president PRF, the team of PRF is very dedicated. If you look Hassan's talk, he has referred to end-to-end solution. Look, what end-to-end solution means, that they don't leave any script with doubt. Even the single full stop, even a single word, phrase, everything is being thought. They have a single doubt, they discuss, they take multiple sessions, unless and until they're satisfied. Don't let the script, go. For example, I must say that they even take care of how the script is being presented. Even they will tell you about the page breaks, because you will be submitting online. So there will word file which be converted itself to the PDF. So they will be telling you, okay, put page breaks here. They look this formula. So that level of detail has been said. Having said that, one more aspect of the PRF, I will tell that they have 250 plus candidates with very successful script, on which they have worked very hard along with the candidates. So what they have has a variety of the database, because they have, that privilege that they on their, through PRF platform, they helped out or facilitated, as Hassan said, blockchain expert as well, internal auditors as well, and many different type of people. So even sometime in there are somebody who was working in, education sector, education profession, educationist, that was also facilitated. So that type of variety is very helpful. People have sometimes have the idea that I am not an accountancy person. I am working in a company which looks after, is an NGO. It's our businesses, actually grants. I am a grant manager or something. So how my script will be. So they have that experience. Somebody in internal audit, there's a lot of that experience. Somebody's in bank, they have experience. Somebody is so much in IT that the guy, the lady is Pakistan's blockchain expert, and see a chartered accountant. So we have her script as well, and they're very good numbers. She got very good numbers. So this makes
Indeed.
big plus for ICAEW.
Great. Thank you very much, Sameer sir, for your words of wisdom. Okay, we have a question, very important question here. So Mr. Asim Munir is asking कि वो कह रहे हैं कि जी PRF जो है वो facilitate करेगा regarding local documents जो ICAP से लेने हैं. तो let me tell you, Mr. Asim, कि इसमें ये है कि फैसल साहब भी मुझे वेट करेंगे कि आपके जो बेसिकली लेटर ऑफ गुड स्टैंडिंग आपको लेना होता है ICAP से, दैट यू कैन गेट थ्रू द ICAP पोर्टल एज वेल नाउ। और आप उस पे वेबसाइट पे जाएं और पोर्टल पे अप्लाई करें। तो आपको सॉफ्ट कॉपी चाहिए होती है सर, तो दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। वो आप अपने क्रेडिट कार्ड से एक बड़ी नॉमिनल सी अमाउंट है वो आप पे कर सकते हैं, और आपको एक लेटर ऑफ गुड स्टैंडिंग, अब तो मेरे ख्याल है शायद ICAP ने फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट कर दिया है, तो वो आपको पोर्टल के जरिए मिल जाता है। और उसके हवाले से अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम आए, तो जैसे कि एज समीर साहब सेड दैट वी आर एंड टू एंड फैसिलिटेटर्स ऑफ योर्स, सो वेयर एवर हाउ एवर और हाउ मे बी वी आर एबल टू हेल्प यू, वी आर ऑलवेज देयर फॉर यू। फैसल साहब आप मेरे ख्याल है सेकंड करेंगे मेरी इस बात को।
Yes, I agree. Portal पे available है and they send it to email. और उनकी membership at icaep.org.pk वेबसाइट भी है, वो email address भी है, उस पे भी आप you can communicate with them and they will provide you. No issue with that.
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट हसन साहब, बेसिकली कि सिर्फ जुल्फिकार साहब का एक सवाल था ऊपर जो कि हम मिस आउट कर गए हैं कि हाउ मच इज योर फीस एंड हाउ मच द टाइम इज रिक्वायर्ड
जी
टू
जी
कंप्लीट
बिल्कुल,
द EOE क्वेश्चंस।
जी जी बिल्कुल, उसमें EOE क्वेश्चंस का जो टाइम रिक्वायर्ड है ऑलमोस्ट 4 to 6 वीक्स का टाइम हमें रिक्वायर्ड होता है। और जहाँ तक हमारी फीस की बात है, वी आर चार्जिंग 500 USD फॉर एंड टू एंड फैसिलिटेशन, एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट जो ICAEW की एग्जाम फी है दैट इज 300 पाउंड्स, ठीक है ना जी। तो हमारा जो EOE का जो डिफाइंड प्रोसीजर है उसमें हम लोग 4 to 6 वीक्स लेते हैं, और 500 USD हमारे चार्जेस हैं, और दूसरा उसके बाद ये है। अच्छा, अब ये मेरा ख्याल है जॉर्ज का क्वेश्चन है। जॉर्ज इज ट्राइंग टू
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट सर,
आस्क।
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, अगर आप मुझे इजाजत दें तो मैं ऊपर से वन बाय वन क्वेश्चंस आपके सामने रखना चाहूंगा।
Sure, sure. If you can just go ahead, please, please. if you
उमर
can
साहब
just-
का एक सवाल है कि योर फीस तो आप हमें बता ही चुके हैं वैसे बार बार, ICAEW की फीस के हवाले से भी काइंडली रोशनी डाल दीजिए प्लीज।
जी ICAEW की फीस जो है वो 300 पाउंड है जी।
थैंक यू सो मच।
300 पाउंड फॉर ईच अटेम्प्ट।
Mr. Lawrence have a question. If I require assistance with one question only, is your services still available?
जी मैं I've answered him in privately and I've told him that yes he can count on us on that part, that's no problem. He can discuss that scenario with us. He can discuss with you.
Okay, okay, thank you so much.
Next question.
Can PRF also Asim Munir Saab have a question? Can PRF also help facilitate this ICAEW members who are abroad as they might need some local support for getting the documents from ICAEW?
ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन है अली जो मैं आंसर कर चुका हूँ लेटर ऑफ गुड स्टैंडिंग के रिगार्डिंग। आसिम साहब आप अगर माइक ओपन कर लें, if I hope I am able to answer your question. If you have any ambiguity regarding that, so I am happy to
No,
answer.
it's very clear. Thank you very much. I think I got my answer. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Next question, please.
What is your guarantee that one will get approval if one goes through this route? I was expecting a lecture on how, but what I am seeing here is more than marketing to participate. Kindly a critical question aaya sir.
That is the thing is that no, it is not marketing, George. Actually, we shukr alhamdulillah, we've done with 250 people, and as far as I see, that it is more of an awareness that we are giving you, that you can come by and you can avail this option. And as far as we are concerned, once you go with that option, we have almost been able to achieve 97% of the result. And once you go through that, you will be regarded as a member of ICAEW. So there will be no difference in between a member like you or a member who have given the exam. Once a member of ICAEW, you're the member of ICAEW. And as far as our process is concerned, definitely once you join us, I've told you about the questions, and I've told you that you'll be writing about a script, and we'll be facilitating you how to write the script. We'll be reviewing your script, we'll be refining your script, and we'll be looking into the content as well. So we'll be always available for you. So it's not marketing on a light note, it's just an awareness session, and we always welcome questions. And I would like to Sameer Saab is trying to shed some light on that. If Sameer Saab can add on. Sameer Saab, your mic is mute, please.
Actually, I've seen the George question. I think he's also asking about what is the eligibility criteria.
Right. The eligibility criteria. George, if you can open your mic, if you don't mind. Can you open your mic if you don't mind for that? If that's possible, that will be more okay. I'll be able to answer your question better.
Okay, my mic is open.
Yeah, thank you. So you're talking about the eligibility criteria. You're a chartered accountant from Nigeria, I believe.
Yes, I can. I'm a fellow.
Brother, if you're a chartered accountant from Nigeria and you have completed 5 years post membership experience after becoming the member of the body, the Nigerian body, if you have completed your 5 years and provided you can obtain the letter of good standing from that body, you'll be eligible for that exam. You just need to obtain and confirm from your body that can you give you the letter of good standing, and they have 3 conditions for that. Number 1 is that you have a good disciplinary record. Number 2 is you have continued membership. And number 3, last but not the least, that you have been, continuing your professional development, your CPDR stuff as well. It is known as CPDRs or, something like this. I don't know what is the exact name for your body, but you need to just put an email to Nigerian body of chartered accountants, and they can confirm you, because definitely I know that Nigerian chartered accountants are eligible for this exam as far as the ICAEW website is concerned. Mr. Umar is asking about the process to register. I think, Ali, am I right?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, process to register जो है ना उमर, उसमें ये है कि भाई you just need to go to the website, and registration for ICAEW is totally free of cost. You don't need to take it. You just need to develop your login ID, password. They will give you an email how to move forward with submitting your exam, and you can just go along with that. शाहदेव साहब सवाल करना चाह रहे हैं, मैं चाहूंगा अपना mic open कर लें.
Assalamualaikum Hasan bhai. Hopefully all of you are fine. Ahmed bhai, thank you very much, and special thanks to Hasan bhai for inviting me to this Zoom meeting. Obviously it is to enlighten our knowledge. Actually my 2 questions are, who can be your sponsor, who need to sign your script, and whether it should be an ICAEW member or it can be an ICAP member as well, to whom with you have worked.
See, Ismail Shahdev, the thing is that I will be answering this question in English, because particularly this is a very critical question, an important question which you have asked us. As far as the sponsor is concerned, let me ask Sameer Saab about it, because he'll be telling you that any IFAC body member can be the sponsor. He is not related to you. If you can tell in detail, Sameer Saab, about the sponsorship factor, I'll be very grateful to you. Can you unmute kindly?
Sorry, can you hear me, Hasan? I'm audible.
Please go ahead.
Sponsorship criteria, it's very, very easy now. Previously, sponsorship criteria, some 4 or 5 years back, or rather 6 years back, it was that somebody who has worked closely with you can only be eligible to be your sponsor. But lately, not that lately, this is 4 or 5 years, the criteria has been changed. Now anybody who is a qualified chartered accountant from the eligible bodies and can provide the letter of good standing and can be your sponsor. And even he is not important that he has worked closely with you, but only distance is this: if you get someone who is ICAEW qualified, he do not have to submit any letter of good standing. He just have to put his ICAEW number, body number, membership number, because they can see everything from their database. This is the difference. So it's very easy now. There's been a lot of misconception around the sponsorship, and even Hasan will add this thing something today if I miss. Even if somebody is your brother or your sister or spouse or somebody, he can also
yes, even your brother, your sister or spouse can also sponsor you. And as far as the sponsorship is concerned, he just have to be a member of IFAC body. Actually, sponsor ka role kya hota hai? What's the role of sponsor? Let's come to that point, Shahdev. The role of sponsor is just to authenticate your script and authenticate your experience, that whatever you are writing, whatever you are saying is authenticated. So as far as he can address that role, he can be a member of any body. There is one difference which I must tell you. If it is not a member of ICAEW, he has to give a letter of good standing, jaise ki aapne dena hai. But if he is a member of ICAEW, he does not have to give any sort of a letter of good standing, right? So this is how it goes by as far as the sponsor is concerned. Agar aapki aur koi query to aap pooch sakte hain.
My second question is letter of good standing from ICAP. I have just applied online as you guided. Specifically, there is no fees because I am CPD compliant already. So do I need to send a copy to ICAEW through ICAP, or just a soft copy as will be provided to me by ICAP? That will be enough.
No. Once you are giving the exam, no, once you're putting or submitting your application, at that time you need to upload that letter of good standing. You don't need to send via ICAP or something. You just need to keep a soft copy with you. And once you're submitting your exam, we'll also, as far as PRF is concerned, we'll be connected with you end to end. So we'll be telling you what you need to do during your submission as well. So that is the process which you need to do during your submission. So you just need to keep that letter of good standing with you. One thing which is very critical is that, because now we are very close to attempt that this is quite irrelevant, but again, I would like to tell so that people know about it, that the letter of good standing cannot be more than 3 months old. So it has to be within 3 months of the date in which you are attempting this exam, or you're submitting your script rather.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other questions? We also have Mr. Suleiman also there, and he can also ask question. He just came by, and we are available if you have any questions. And in case you have any further questions, you can also, email us as well. Ali, if you can facilitate me if we have any more questions. As far as George is asking, yes, the starting point is to register for ICAEW on the website and create your login ID password. That's right. Absolutely right. Ali, do we have any further questions, please?
No, sir. Thank you so much. I think so. There's no question right now. But everybody is open for this question and answer session. I think it's a very interactive session. If anybody have a question, then please ask.
Hello, George on the line.
George is there, sir.
Yeah.
George is there.
Hello, George. George is on the line. So I want to ask, what's the payment plan? Is it $500 down payment, or we stagger it? Is it stage by stage payment?
George, I'm not able to hear you properly. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is this: the $500 payable to you as a facilitator, is it going to pay once, or it's based on stages?
Actually, I'm really sorry. I'm not able to hear him what he's saying in actual.
Can you hear me now?
He's saying payable in installments as well, or we have to pay in one go?
Yeah. As far as the charges are concerned, the ICAEW charges you have to pay at the time of submission of your script. And as far as our charges are concerned, you can pay 50% upfront. Ali, if you can guide regarding that.
Yes. Okay. I got it now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody have a question? Then please ask. कुछ members ने सर हमें recently भी अभी join किया है. तो अगर कोई सवाल पूछना चाहे तो then please.
जी sure.
अभी भी still audience join कर रही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
No, I would like to also take this opportunity, Ali, to thank all the audience. I am highly grateful for your time, because आज कुछ जो हमारे cricket lovers है, PSL का match भी है, so can understand how valuable your time is for the cricket lovers as well. So I'm really grateful for your time, and being professional, time is money. So you guys have given us your time, so we are highly grateful for that perspective. So again, a big thank you from our side, being PRF.
Anybody have a questions?
Ali, have you dropped your email ID and a mobile number? They were also asking for WhatsApp number as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. In case people need to ask any other questions, if at moment there are no questions, people can always email us. We are available 24/7 for you guys. You can call Ali, and Ali can connect you with us. We can also have number directly here, no problem. We are always available. And now I would like to ask Mr. President to have a last few words before we close our show. So Ali, can we go along with that if we don't have any questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why not?
President sir, please.
Right. Yeah, I would like to thank all the participants for spending their valuable time. We are available if you have any query. You can share. You just drop us a message via email, WhatsApp. We will be there to reply you to help out your to solve your queries. That's all from me, because I'm running short of my battery. Sorry.
Oh my God, that's quite fine, Samsa. Anyhow, we are always available for you. Me and Amasa, we are working round the clock, 24/7, for the betterment. And with these prayers, that whoever comes by and whoever does the right effort with the blessings of God and Allah is able to achieve what he wants to achieve in life. And PRF is able to provide proper guidance. And may Allah Pak enable us to do that. I'll just close the today's session with these remarks. So thank you so much, Ali, for managing such a wonderful session for us. And I'm highly grateful to you to
Thank you
be
so
the
much,
host
sir.
of this. And thank you so much all. Thank you, Ji.
Thank you so much to you all. Wish you good luck. If you have any query, then my contact number is there. My contact email ID is there. Feel free to contact us. Thank you so much. God bless to you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.